Welcome to the Lazy Girl's Guide to Podcasting. If you want effective and actionable tips to simplify the overwhelm of launching and managing your podcast, then this is the podcast for you. I'm your host, Verity Songon, podcast manager, launch strategist, and host of a Top 100 podcast. I'm really excited to have you here, so without further ado, let's dive into the episode. I am so excited to, in this little extra bonus kind of episode, talk to you about the Podcast Accelerator, which is my brand new group coaching program, which is going to be running in 2023 for the very first time. I'm releasing this on the 3rd of May. If you are listening to this in real time, then do keep on listening to this episode because I'm going to be telling you all about some very exclusive pricing for this group coaching program. So if you are somebody who you've been thinking about wanting to start a podcast in 2023, but you're now thinking, oh my gosh, it is May and I just haven't got there, then this could be the very thing that you need. So what I want you to just do for a second is just imagine this. Imagine that you launch your podcast and you have the opportunity to celebrate it hitting the charts again and again and again. You're booking new clients who tell you that they are inspired to work with you after listening to your latest podcast episode. You're taking holidays, you're taking time off from your business, knowing that you have got an absolute catalogue of long form content that potential guests can binge and get to know you and get into your world, learn from you, and come to trust you with your expertise as well. And also imagine if you have people telling you that your latest episode helps them with something in their life and or business. How incredible could that feeling be? We know so often that people kind of like bash around like, oh, having a podcast is really important because it helps you build authority. It helps you connect with a wider audience, you know, raise awareness and all these kind of things. But what does they actually mean? Why is that important? Being seen as an authority in your niche is so super important. It's such a way that, you know, there's so much noise on the internet in particular. And let's face it, as service-based business owners, as product-based business owners, the majority of people now have got a presence online. They've now got this online presence. And it's so difficult to try and stand out from the noise on social media. So if you can create long form content where you are getting into somebody's world and they are getting to know you, you're building your authority. We know that people buy from people and people buy from people that they trust. How often do you buy on the internet from a complete stranger that you have never ever met before? You think even companies like ASOS or Next, you have built a relationship with them. You trust them. That's why you give them your credit card details. When you buy a course from somebody, when you enroll in a group coaching program, whatever it is, you are there trusting people. You are buying from a person. So building that authority is so important to build that trust. And also because then with that, people know that you're the go-to person to talk to and to buy from and to engage in your services when they want expertise and advice and coaching and mentoring. Because you've connected with people, you've built your authority and you are becoming known as the go-to expert in your field. Also, having a podcast, we know that you're connecting with a wider audience and more people than you can potentially reach on social media. Because can you ever have too many new leads or potential new clients in your business? I'm thinking not. Your podcast you can use as well to help raise awareness of your services. We know that 69% of listeners have discovered new services and products from listening to a podcast. That is so super powerful. We know that in the noise of social media, people can scroll past ads and think, oh, the people are just trying to sell to me again. But in a podcast, it's much more intimate. You are in somebody's ears, quite literally, for 20, 30, 40 minutes, an hour, however long it is. So raising awareness of your services and turning those listeners into buyers can be hugely beneficial for you and for your brand. So what is this group coaching program all about? So group coaching, I absolutely love group coaching. My background is in teaching, is in getting a classroom of people together and working together as well, and learning from each other, because I've never really been into the whole lecturing kind of teaching. We know that group coaching is an amazingly powerful way of learning, and also by taking action of when you need to get things moving. Why is this? Well, it's because you're not learning alone. When you are in group coaching, everybody gets hot seat time with me. So that's one-to-one time within the group coaching. And what's amazing about this approach is that you are learning not just from me. I'm not just answering your questions and giving you the strategies for where you're at right now, but you're also learning through listening to other people's coaching with me. So somebody might be talking about something that you think, this is not relevant to me right now. You take some notes, and then in a month's time, you think, I'm so glad they asked that question, because now I know what to do. I know how to strategize that. You learn from other people, and you have the opportunity to collaborate as well, and to pitch in your ideas and build up those connections with other like-minded individuals. And the other brilliant thing that I love about this group coaching is that I've also got the Voxer support in between. So it is 6 weeks of weekly coaching calls, 90 minutes each, maximum of 5 people in the entire coaching program. So you're not going to get lost in the noise. This is really, really high touch support in a community learning space. So 5 individuals, 6 weeks, a 90-minute group coaching session every single week. In between that time, you are also going to be included in the Voxer community, so you can keep the conversation going. I will be jumping into the Voxer community to answer questions, but you can also bounce ideas and questions off of each other and support each other on your growth. Additionally, within 8 weeks of the program commencing, you will have a 60-minute one-to-one with me. So that's just you, nobody else. 60 minutes of support over Zoom, and we will get really, really deep on your podcast. As an extra bonus, what I'm also giving you access to is the Confident Podcaster, which is our online course which teaches you absolutely everything that you need to know to take your podcast from a concept all the way to published and continuous hosting of your podcast. So this is an amazing, amazing deal to have the 6 weeks of group coaching, the one-to-one with me, the Voxer support, the Confident Podcaster course. You're getting, it's over £1,500 worth of content and learning and support. And this whole package is going to be sold at $997, which is insane. We also do payment plans as low as $333 for 3 months. However, if you are listening to this in real time, because this is a beta round of the group coaching program, i.e. it is the very first time that we are running this, for the first 5 people, the first cohort of this program, I am offering this program for only $697. So that's £697 for the 6 weeks of group coaching, the one-to-one with me, the access to the Confident Podcaster, which by the way is lifetime access, and also the Voxer support in between calls. As I said, it is coming down to $697. The reason that I am doing this amazing introductory pricing is because the first 5 individuals going through are part of the beta program, and therefore will be required to give testimonials and feedback throughout the program so that we can just make it even bigger and better for future cohorts. And I'm really excited for this program opening. We're starting on the 8th of June. For 6 weeks. So if that is calling you, if you are feeling pulled, if you just want to get going with your podcast, this is the group coaching for you. There are no set topics in group coaching either. So you can bring any questions that you want, and we will work through those on group coaching and also in the Voxer support group. If you want any more information or to sign up and lock in at that price of $697, then make sure that you hit the link in the show notes, or you can DM me on Instagram at VeritySongon. I am excited to see you guys in the program.